I feel quite sorry for him. It's quite nice, isn't it? He just shafted him.
The footage could help to reduce the compensation that the chef could receive. Not bad for a couple of novices.
I was so bored sitting in an office and I was stuck in a rut. Until one day I decided, well, what can I actually do? And a friend of mine suggested to me private investigation. So I thought, well, okay. Didn't know anything about it, so I just spent the day looking up on the internet, finding out research, phoning up companies, asking them how they get into it. Then one of my phone calls was to Nigel at Answers, and he said, yeah, sure, do you want to meet? So we met in this coffee shop the next day, and we had a chat and everything else, and then he said, right, you can start on Monday.
It's day 2 of the surveillance. Mary-Louise and Anselm are back at the chef's house. However, yesterday's joy has turned to confusion. They're not sure that they were following the right man yesterday.
So basically, we turned up at 5 to 8 this morning. Nothing happened for a few hours. About 11:15, we saw a man crossing the road who actually fitted the description of the man we're looking for. Wasn't actually the same guy, completely different guy, but still fitted the description. He had silver grey hair and everything, walked with a limp, much more of a limp than the guy we had yesterday. So we thought we'd follow him, and all he did was cross the road over here and sat down and just sat down just around here. It's still sitting there. The only thing is that we now think it's not the guy because he's got a wedding ring on. The guy we're looking for isn't married, doesn't have a girlfriend, nothing. So we don't actually think it's him. We've still got a view on the house. Still got a view on the house here, which is basically the target house. No one's come. Well, people have come out, but not our guy. And we're hoping he's actually going to turn up and do something.
With the tribunal tomorrow, Mary-Louise and Anselm's boss Nigel arrives to check on his new recruits and finds out about their dilemma over who the chef is.
This is the house. Oh, that's not the door. That's like no, the door's around the corner, yeah. But there's also another door downstairs. Yesterday he came out of the front door, so.
Sure he's in.
Sure he's in. I don't know. Well, how do we know? But he hasn't come out.
Nigel decides that the man with the wedding ring is a red herring, and the man they are after could well already be at work. Nigel asks another colleague, Paul, to keep an eye on the house in case they're wrong.
Hello, is that Tony? Hello, Tony. It's Anselm speaking from Answers Investigation. Hi, how are you? Good, good. Basically, Tony, I just need to find out the time of the tribunal tomorrow. Just want to know how much time we've got to play with. 9:30, okay. Right, in Croydon, okay.
With the hearing the next morning, Anselm decides to go back to the office to write the report. The other two have lunch without him. Mary-Louise goes to the loo and sees the chef in the kitchen. So Nigel treats her to a meal to celebrate.
Paul. Hi. Hey, no, he's here. And he's working in the restaurant. So if you got over here, and if you could pick him up leaving the place, and then stay with him for the afternoon and come back in the evening. Yeah? Okay. I mean, we've got video of him working. You've seen him working. I've seen him working. We've seen him going to work, seen him going back from work. He's being told right at this moment, having left work and going home again. And if he comes back this evening, he'll be watched again. And the tribunal's at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So all this is now got to be written up in a big panic, and it'll be midnight emails and dashing videos off to court tomorrow morning. That's good fun. It's good fun.
Yeah.
It's good fun. It's good food.
That's food.
Don't good food. Yes.
He's a good chef.
Yeah, to give a chap his credit, he cooks well. That was one mean lasagna.
Anselm didn't get the nice lasagna and was up all night writing the report, but when it got to the tribunal, the result was disappointing.
I came here to West Croydon County Court with the clients, gave them the video, gave them my report, which I was up all night typing, and yeah, we had to show the evidence to the other side before the case, that's the way courts work, and they actually admitted that he had been working. So our evidence was no longer needed to prove that he was working. They admitted it, which is great. Having said that, though, eventually our clients were ordered to pay £7,500 to the chef.
The judge was pleased to note that the chef had found employment so quickly. The chef, however, was less pleased, as it meant he got a smaller payout. The two young investigators pulled off the result in the end, and although their client did have to pay out, the sum was much less than it could have been. They are continuing their careers as private investigators.